Hi, everyone. Welcome to this Dialogues with Directors at the 23rd edition of the Vancouver Latin American Film Festival. I'm Christian Sida. I am the programming director of the festival. We're gathered here, and the festival takes place at the unceded territories of the Coast Salish peoples in this city that we love and that is now called Vancouver. I have the pleasure to be joined someone in São Paulo, Brazil, a friend of the festival who has attended the festival 9 years ago to present her film, to present a retrospective we did on her. She will show actually all of her films, and that is Ana Muylaert. Ana, bienvenida, benvinda.
Nice to meet you. Nice to re-meet you. I really loved going to Vancouver to your festival and wish to be invited again.
You will be invited again, and
Yeah.
we're very happy to show your film. And this is also the North American premiere of The Best Mother in the World, which is your newest film. The film premiere this year. The world premiere was at the Berlin Film Festival. Then it's been in many film festivals around the world. We saw it in Toulouse. Also, it was in Guadalajara and many other film festivals. It's been traveling
Yeah, we already got 18 awards
18 awards
around the world.
around
Yeah.
the world. And this is your sixth feature-length film?
No, it's my eighth.
Your eighth. Okay.
Yeah.
And so this film will be actually the opening film of the festival on Thursday, September 4th. So it's coming up soon. And we just want to talk to you, just to invite the audience to watch this great film and discover, I discovered this amazing actress, which is Shirley Cruz. And this film takes place in this huge metropolis, which is Sao Paulo, Brazil. Shirley Cruz, the main actress, is running from an abusive husband. She's living with her great actors. Her children are amazing in this film. And she's running from this abusive husband, who is also happens to be in real life Seu Jorge, the great Brazilian singer. So all of those things happen in this beautiful film that I really like. And just the first question, Ana, the script is yours, like you write always all your scripts. Is this something that you've been working in a long time? When did you come with the script? How was the idea? How the idea began?
Yes. Well, first of all, I'd like to say I'm very glad that will be the opening night of the festival with this film, because I think this film, it opens up very much the hearts, and it has a very optimistic, although realistic, but also very optimistic kind of energy for us to move on in this moment that we are facing so many difficulties worldwide, violence. So this, yes, is my story. I wanted to talk about abusive relationships because I had one, and I was so disappointed with myself to let things go down so much. And I realized that it was something that came from mother to grandmother, that it was coming generation after generation. I had been raised to be abused. And that when I realized that, it was so shocking to me. I wanted to talk about this, this curse, the female curse of, that keeps things going on in this bad direction. So I wanted that. And then I heard about these two cart carriers. I don't know the name in English.
Yeah. People carrying carts on the street.
Yeah, that work with recyclable garbage. And they went to work pushing the cart, pulling the cart with their children in the cart. So they were working with their children. And that image to me was so impressive. I thought it was archetypical. And then, like in a flash, the whole story came together. She was running away from this husband, and she was going somewhere else with their children in the cart. She was escaping, and that she would tell the children that it was she would use her imagination to make reality not so bad for them. And it came very soon together. And I wanted her to be the best mother in the world, to be the mother who puts the education of their children in front of her marriage. I mean, if there is violence, I will be here for the kids, not for the marriage. And kind of a dream come true. I mean, it has this wishful feeling, wishful desire that women would prefer to protect their next generation instead of protecting their marriage, which we know it's not in every house that it happens, because women many times are so much afraid of the husband that they prefer to see violence against their children than to go away or to face violence.
Thank you, Anna. This film, in a way, I mean, it reminds me a little to one of your other great film that we love at Villa, The Second Mother. That film. Do you link those two films in any way? It's another film where you talk about social classes and what happens in.
Yeah, I do. Yes, I think they are. I was talking about this the other day, and we said that this film is the daughter of that film.
Okay, yeah.
From so many experiences I had during that process and during the process of releasing the film worldwide, so many violences happened to me that in the end, this film it was born from that one, from that belly. And of course, two mothers,
Mother,
but
yeah.
very different mothers, because that one has a lot of flaws. And this one is braver. She has more self-esteem. She fights more. She's the best mother in the world.
And talking about another thing that link your films is music. And in this film, as we said at the beginning, the great singer Seu Jorge, probably I'm not saying it right. Seu Jorge is the main, not the main actor, but is the husband that the actress is running away from. And there is music also in the film. How important is music in your films? How did you get to work with this such a big star? Tell us a little bit about that, please.
Well, I love music. I would rather be a musician than a director, but I don't have talent to play instruments or sing or anything. But I have talent for rhythm and narrative rhythm, for editing, for using the time, the silence, sculpting the time, as Tarkovsky said. That's my talent. But I really love music. And in this film, The Best Mother in the World, I had the ideas much before shooting. I mean, I wanted to use Villa Lobos, which is the guitar songs that we see in the films are from this huge composer, Brazilian composer, Heitor Villa-Lobos, who is the muse of Antonio Carlos Jobim. To me, he's the greatest Brazilian musician. And I wanted that. I also wanted that rock from Titãs called Cabeça Dinossauro. First time that she lives with the kids, there's this very tribal song. I also wanted that one. I mean, this film has not many songs, but they are very well placed and very well connected. I so I music to me is very important. Of course, that nowadays the budgets are getting lower and lower, so I cannot have as many songs as I want. I would like to. For example, my first film is called Durval Records. It's set up in a record store, and there we have kind of 15 songs. We used to have more money for music. In this case, I think we have 5. I mean, it's very economical, but there is a big significance. And to work with Seu Jorge was, I have never met him before, or I was not his friend or anything. And I was really impressed by the power of concentration that he has, and the power he has in his eyes. And I mean, the actor he is, it was fantastic to work with him. I really loved him. And in my next film that I had already shot, he is also in the cast. I mean, it was a mutual understanding. We liked very much to work with each other.
Thanks, Anna. And now talking about the actress Shirley Cruz. I didn't know her before. I don't know if she's done many films. I don't know what's her career in Brazil. Is she famous in Brazil? Does she make more TV? How do you find her? Tell us about her. She's great, of course.
Well, Shirley Cruz, she's not famous in Brazil, but I had done the script of a series from HBO called Sons of Carnival, like 20 years ago. I was in the script and she had a small role, but I saw her face and I really, I was amazed because she's very, I don't know what she has. She has an energy. And I always looked at her. She didn't know me. And then to another, but her face has always been in my heart. And then like 2 years ago, we had a chance to meet and, during a lunch with a friend that we had in common. And I was really amazed by the power of that woman. I mean, not as an actress, as a person. The things she said, the things she done, the strength she has to fight, for her rights. And I was like, oh my God, this kind of woman, the kind of woman I want to have beside me. And then when this script came and I was doing the casting, she did a test, like many other actresses. The financiers wanted someone more famous. They wanted someone famous. But she already knew me. We were friends. We had already, a trust kind of relationship. And she thought, she really worked for this test. She studied and she said, I cannot do the first thing. I know Anna, she wants something different. And indeed, and also she was asked to do a self-tape, but she didn't do a self-tape. She flew from Rio to São Paulo to do it in person. She really wanted to get this role. And she said to me, I'm 45 at the time, and I had never seen a role for me like this one. I'll do anything. This is for me. I mean, she was like really confident. And she did the test, and the test was the audition was the first scene, the scene in the police station. And she already proposed. She proposed that, a woman. She was not crying. She was not victimized. She was broken. She was broken because I did a lot of research in this film, and what the police agent says that when the woman goes to the station, she's broken because in one side she doesn't want to violence anymore, but on the other side she loves that guy. She wants to go from the police station to the bed, straight to the motel. So this is cracks one. And so she had this vision and she came with that scene that way. And then it was so strong that I convinced the people from the money that we should get her, even not being famous. And then that's why Seu Jorge came into the scene, because they said, okay, we'll get her, but we'll put a famous person as the husband. And so, I won 2 times.
Yeah. And what about the children? They are great. The kids are great. It's also great energy from them. How do you
Yeah.
find them?
Well, also testing. Rihanna, I had already known her for some years, and she's like a professional actress, though she's a child. But she wants to be an actress. She's totally devoted. Her mother is devoted to her career. She's very serious. And Benin, he was 5. And he was an influencer. He's an influencer. So, he had all that charm, that charisma, but he was very much, over active. So the person that was with me, the person who helped me rehearse them, said, well, this boy, we cannot work with him. He's too excited. I mean, we can't. And I said, no, we can. Yes, we can. And I started, having a relationship with him, being his friend, bringing paper and, pens, re- drawing together, going to places, eating, listening to music, really having a confident, a trust also, developing trust with him. But he also did a lot of technical rehearsals, to know they both did, to know the context of the story, and also to learn how to concentrate, because it was difficult for him. So he had a lot of exercises. And when he came to the set, first he was very frightened. It was also, he was not really able to concentrate. But then I was talking to him, you can relax, you can just feel like if you are you just pretend it's you, and you can say whatever you want, and you can react the way you want. And then in the third day he understood that, and then what we see is like a flower, because that's him. The things he says, the energy he has, it's him. It's not directed, it's not acted. It's like he understood. I'm an actor. I will pretend I'm here and I will be intelligent. And, he's very intelligent. These are two jewels.
Yeah, and as you say, it's a great film to be the opening film, because what the children bring and what Shirley brings, it's a great energy. It's a great energy to open the film and the festival, and to have a great energy to open the 11 days of our festival. As I say, this film is screening on September 4 and September 7, The Best Mother in the World. Anna, is there anything else you want to add before we close the conversation?
Oh, I'm very, very happy. I'll be there in my soul, in my heart. I really loved your festival. I love you, Christian, and I love this film and the energy that it brings. So I really hope they have a good screening, and let yourself go with this beautiful, beautiful mother.
Gracias, Ana. Thank you very much.
Gracias.
I'm going